Bohn here now with Valentina Shevchenko, who is just days away now from her Trilogy fight with Alexa Grasso at UFC 306. Valentina, how are you?
Doing great. Thank you, Mike, for having me. And yeah, I'm ready. Ready as never before.
Yeah, and I was just looking through like your record as I was preparing for the interview, and even going back to like your Muay Thai and kickboxing days, I couldn't find a full year gap that you had between like any fight since you started your combat career. Is this the longest break you've ever had? And I guess if so, what have been the positives and the negatives of that, if any?
I would say that the positive that it was after the injuries that I have in my last fight, and it was good timing because I had two surgeries on my hand, and it's actually like a good timing to heal, make sure that every bone is healed, and also like make sure that hand is ready for the full action. And yeah, it's kind of like a long layover, but good timing to come back and do the great things.
Yeah, and it sounds like, as details are coming out about this card, I know some UFC executives have done some interviews today saying like there's going to be all this crazy production on the screens and everything during the fights. What are you expecting, I guess, while you're fighting? Like, is there going to be different distractions you're going to have to deal with? Or are you so used to maybe crazy environments throughout your career that nothing is going to distract you from the fight itself?
Oh, it's very interesting question. Yeah, definitely. But I am with you, with all of you who don't know what to expect at this event, and I'm the same. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know it's gonna be huge with all graphics and everything what you know, but it's very hard to imagine how it's gonna looks like because I never been inside of the sphere yet. Yeah, definitely outside it looks so impressive, so beautiful, and yeah, it's something very huge for mixed martial arts, for like first ever MMA event inside of the sphere UFC event. And I don't know, it's maybe it's gonna be distractions going into the fight, but I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, you're obviously so experienced. You've seen it all at this point. I talked to Alexa a couple days ago, and she just said you guys have spent so much time together, like through the show, before that, multiple fights. She described your relationship as kind of weird at this point. How would you describe it? Like, are you kind of sick of being around her? Or what's the dynamic between you two like at this point?
I would say yes, definitely. We can like make a like record of times of face-off times in all history of UFC. I think we're gonna be the winners. So many face times. I don't know. I don't say that like it's it was like weird too much or something like that. No, for me it was normal. It's kind of like everything what we have to do inside of the octagon, it's inside of the octagon, but outside it's kind of like I respect all my opponents every time. I respect for all, like, because I went through that, through the trainings, training camps, getting ready for the fight, get into the fight, get into inside of the octagon, and I know how does it feel. That's why I respect everyone who do the same thing, who step inside of the octagon and fight. And for me, as I'm saying, it's kind of like it's not personal. Personal, it's when, for example, your opponent start to like insult your family or start saying some dirty thing. Yeah, definitely it's becoming more personal. But when it's healthy sportsmanship, this relationship, it's no, it's normal. And I would say we get along like very nice with Alexa, because kind of like we do the same thing. We are martial artists, we fight and we fight hard, but outside of the fight, why we have to bring this like show spectacle for like, I don't see.
Yeah, when I spoke to her as well, she was kind of giving her breakdown of the fight, and she said some interesting things about how you have to approach it. Do you mind if I play you a quick clip, like 30 seconds of what she said?
Yes, please.
Okay.
She has a style that she waits too much. She's just going back, back, back. I don't think that's a good, if you want to get your belt back. I mean, I don't think that's a way to do that. I mean, if you want the belt, you have to go for it. You have to, like go for it. I mean, I would love that. I love this change. I love, the battles. But like I said, she has a fighting style that she's going just back, back, back. And I mean, I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I know exactly what I need to do to secure my win. But I mean, I hope that she can, do more exchanges and go forward and, chase that belt.
I see. It's like so she's like planning to secure her victory. She's not planning go forward. Yes, this is what I understand. So she's gonna be on her side of the octagon, expecting me be on my side. That's so hilarious. Oh my god.
Do you think she's trying to kind of bait you into being aggressive? That's kind of what you're saying there.
No, I think it's um, looking on the second fight, what we had, like our second fight, it was a draw, right? But with the same exact strategy, with the same exact tactic, I secure the victory. If it would not be for the mistake and error of the judge, like his very, very weird action, what he did, so everyone could feel it. I won the fight. I did enough to win the fight, and it was like shocking for the people seeing that a judge can do those things. It was weird, and knowing that my strategy is working, I don't have attention like intentions to change anything. I just gonna bring my spirit. I gonna bring my power. I gonna bring my speed, and I gonna bring my experience to the fight. And the number one what I have to do in this fight is be myself. It's like I don't have to play someone's game, because this is what not make you champion. Champion, it's who is playing their own game. And I don't care what everyone's saying, I'm gonna win the fight. I know for sure that.
Given what happened with the judge last time, do you feel like you need to finish this one though? Because it is the Mexican Independence Day again. Like, do you just want to take the judges out of this completely this time?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's kind of like what every time I'm looking forward, but it's not every time it's possible to finish the fight, especially like when you're fighting with the top level opponents. You can finish the fight very easy, like when it's kind of like the level of your and your opponent kind of have a gap. But like when we are speaking about UFC and the top level competition, yeah, sometimes it's harder to make it. But this was our like primary goal during the training camp, to finish the fight. And I feel great. I feel strong. It's like my cardio is amazing, and just like go there and give to the people amazing fight. This is the goal. I'm not worried about anything else. Just give this fight and make this fight the best fight of my life.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it. Last thing I want to ask you, Valentina, before I get you out of here, a former opponent of yours, Wang Cong, just made her UFC debut a few weeks ago and got a great knockout. And she said she'd love to fight you again in MMA in the future. Do you think she has like potential in the sport? Can she become a contender, someone who could get to your level and maybe do a fight like that one day?
I know that is so funny. And when I heard about like UFC media, social media, they were posting, oh, the one person who like beat Valentina Shevchenko in like kickboxing combat. But I want to say, the promotion what we fought, it was China. And if you would see the judges back there in China in that promotion, the judge of our fight with Alexa second fight would be the angel, and he would like to win in that promotion in China, you have not only to knock out your opponent, you have to make sure she will lay down for 30 seconds. So not 30 seconds, 30 minutes, because even it's gonna be 30 seconds, they will make up her, like wake her up, like, are you ready? Go, and she will win. So it's kind of like crazy situation about judging. And all Muay Thai fighters who fought in China back then, they would say the same. Even after the fight, I post video of our fight, in YouTube channel, on my channel, and it was like crazy amount, like 1,000 comments, like what the judges looking, what they are like, are they there or where they are? But then the organization, they file a claim against this video because like privacy or something like that, and YouTube shut it down, this video, just to make sure that it's not gonna like go publicly. That's why I'm just laughing. Yeah, maybe she had knockout, but it's very hard to say when it's like first fight against like I don't know who was her opponent. I never heard about her, but it's kind of like let's see how she gonna claim and if she will have the same power against like top 10 opponents. Let's see it's happening.
She's got a lot of work to do, but I just wanted to ask you about that given the history. All right, Valentina, we're going to hear a lot more from you before the fight, so I appreciate you taking the time here, and best of luck over the next few days with the final bit of training and the weight cut and everything, and really looking forward to this trilogy fight, the first ever women's trilogy fight in UFC history, so this is a lot of history here between you two.
Thank you, Mike. Have a good day.